Hey guys, please excuse the way that I look right now. This is my quarantine look, quarantine day, whatever we're on. I don't even know what day of the week it is currently, but here we are. I just wanted to hop on here and show you guys how to utilize Zoom with your students, other than just completing meetings with them, which I think is great. But I've just learned some things over the last couple days in using Zoom and how to make it really interactive and fun for your students. So a couple people had asked me, like I said, and I just thought I would try to make a video. Hopefully this makes me internet famous, but we'll see. So right now you're in Zoom, as you can see. I'm not going to go through and show you how to log into Zoom or anything like that. Start a meeting. Miss Cole sent out a really good video on that. But if you do have questions, let me know. Super simple. Down here, I'm going to show you how to share the screen and go through some activities that I already have on my computer or already have access to, and be able to complete those actually with my students. So I'm going to go into share screen, which is always right there at the bottom. You have options on here of different things that you are going to have the option to share with the students that you're in a meeting with. I do not recommend clicking on desktop one because that will give them access to whatever is on your desktop. So if you have up, text messages or emails, they will be able to go through those, and that's probably just not what you want. So go ahead and have whatever you are planning on doing with your kids already pulled up, so that way it's just ready to go and you don't have to kind of like fiddle through things. So I'm going to start here with the Chrome browser. As you can see, this is a boom card, which I'm actually going to back out of so I can show you what a boom card actually is. These are like all the craze now in online learning and teletherapy, but they're basically interactive activities or cards that people are using. They make them just like they do on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can go into the store and you could search any topic pretty much you wanted. You could type in like math, reading, language arts. I don't know what oh no poo poo is, but here we are. Lots of interactive things that you can do with them. You can search pretty much any activity and they'll have it. But just for purposes of today, I went ahead and downloaded some free ones for speech therapy that I probably will use with a lot of my kids. So I'm just going to go into this one, this choosing adjectives feature that or activity, excuse me, that I know I'll use with a lot of my kids because this is something that a lot of them are working on. So right now they have access to the mouse through this feature I'm going to walk through. So annotate is going to be your best friend. You're going to click on annotate. And this is where you're going to be able to make the page interactive for the kids. So something that is typically up here that is not right now is a feature. It's like an unlock feature or unlock button. And it pretty much gives you control of the mouse and being able to give it to other kids. So it will actually list out all of the kids in your class or that are in the meeting with you, and you'll be able to go through and select who you want to give control of the mouse. So if you want to do like turn taking where one kid completes one part of the activity, then you give it to someone else and so on and so forth. That way it's just a little bit more interactive. So obviously for this activity, this is going to be more of a mouse-based activity. They don't need to draw anything on this. So they will go to mouse. And obviously they can complete the activity. So as you can see, this is a lot more of like a game. It tracks their progress, things like that. And like I said, there's lots of different boom cards. They're not just things that you select the correct answer. There's some things that they have to like drag the right answer to. There's just like a lot of games that way. If you have your Chrome web browser pulled up, whatever is on the top is what is going to pop up for them. So like this is something that I do with a lot of my younger kids. We use super simple songs. I know a lot of you guys do Starfall with your kids, so this would be a time where you would go into that annotate feature and you would give them control of the mouse, and then they would be able to actually like select what day it is, and you guys could complete this activity together. So that's just one way to use Starfall or Boom Cards or YouTube or Reading Eggs, whatever you guys do, you guys could really do it together. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this share. and it's back to my home screen of the meeting. I'm now going to show you how to utilize like PDFs that are already saved onto your computer. If you have Teachers Pay Teachers, the majority of those activities are PDF files. So you would just go into Teachers Pay Teachers, go into your store or purchase items, download what you want to do with the kid, go ahead and have it pulled up, and it will be actually in your share screen option. So this is something that a lot of my kids are familiar with. This is a purchase that I have from Teachers Pay Teachers working on WH questions. It is going to be really cool to be able to use with my annotate feature because there's a lot of color coding involved. So for example, it wants you to identify the who parts of the story in red. So I could take my draw, turn it to red. Again, I'm giving them control of the mouse, and they could go through and they could actually underline who the story's about. Working on what did they do? Well, they loved peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So then why? She thought they tasted delicious is why she loved them. You get the gist. It just kind of lets them draw on the screen. If you had multiple choice questions or things like that, you could pull it up. Let me clear the drawings out. You could drag, you could draw your arrow if you wanted, if you like cut and paste things like that, like this to here or this to there, things like that to make it like a little bit more interactive for them. So that was a horrible line drawing there. I think I might need OT. So that's one way that you can use the draw feature. There's also a text. So if I go back with my mouse and go to here, if I wanted them to write the answer here, so like for who, I would say, okay, tell me who the story's about. They could type in Jane. Obviously, they might need some help with their parents or whoever's doing it with them, but we obviously want their parents to be there with them doing it anyways. What did she do? She ate peanut butter sandwiches. You get the gist. So they could actually type things in. So like if you have a worksheet pulled up that has like a line out to the side that wants them to fill in the blank, they could go up to the text box and they could insert a text box and write the answer right there. So I'll show you some other features on here in just a second, but that is how you pull up PDF files. So you go back to stop share, and it's again going to come to your screen. I'm going to show you how to do the whiteboard now. This could be something used as a reinforcement, or like if you were, actually wanting them to like work on math problems, as you probably saw just a second ago, working on basic addition or something like that. Really wouldn't recommend this because it takes a lot of motor control. But if you have good motor control, then be my guest and draw out the problems if you want. There's also stamp features on here that you can do. So like as you're going through doing activities, and if you're grading their work or checking their work, you could go through and give them a check mark or a heart. They could pick their own stamp just to make it a little bit more fun for them and what have you. So that's the whiteboard. It's just a blank board. I'm thinking about using this as maybe like a reinforcer, playing like tic-tac-toe or something like that, just to kind of keep my kids engaged, maybe my older kids. But that is definitely an option for you. So I'm going to clear out this drawing. I'm going to stop the share there. And then I'm going to show you guys one more thing on here. I am not utilizing this really. But you do have the option to whatever is on your iPad screen to connect it to Zoom. So if you have like a game pulled up, you can actually connect the two to whatever's on that screen will pop up on this screen, which I thought was really interesting. But the only downfall is that they will not be able to like play the game on their end. It's not compatible with each other. So like if you were doing something on the iPad, you would actually have to be the one making the selection. Which I don't think that would really keep a lot of my kids entertained, so I'm probably not going to do that. But if you have something pulled up on there that you want to share, you can do it from here. You would just turn on screen mirroring, and it tells you exactly how to do that. So you just have to kind of swipe from the screen and then look for that link on there, this one right here. This is my computer, so that's why that is pulled up. But whatever your computer's name is, plus Zoom would be on there, and that's how you would share what's on the screen. You always go up here to stop share when you want out. And I think that's it. I know that was like very fast. It was just like a crash course, but I think it's actually super simple to use this stuff. I thought that therapy for me was going to be kind of boring. I was really not looking forward to it. I thought that it was going to be a lot of me showing flashcards and reading books and not doing anything with the child, like interacting with them. And I was kind of nervous, but after seeing this stuff in the last couple days through trainings, I actually am pretty excited. So if you have any other questions or anything, call me or text me, email me. I can FaceTime with you, or we can set up a Zoom meeting time, and I'll go through and do some crash courses and some mock meetings with you guys. So again, please forgive the way that I look, but this is me now. This is me in quarantine. So I miss you guys. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope this video is useful to you. I'll see you later. All right, take care, guys. Bye.